welcome back. In this lesson, we will be exploring the use of gerunds and infinitives. We will find out what they are. So first of all, what is a gerund? A gerund. Well, gerunds are words that are formed with verbs, but act as nouns. So they are formed with verbs, but act as nouns. Let's recap. What is a verb again? A verb shows an action or a state of being. An action or a state of being. Here we have some examples of some verbs. Here we have run, R-U-N, run. Sleep, S-L-E-E-P, sleep. Smell, S-M-E-L-L, smell. Feel, F-E-E-L, feel. Play, P-L-A-Y, play. And watch, W-A-T-C-H, watch. Run, sleep, smell, feel, play, and watch. These are all actions. So how do we use verbs in a sentence? Well, here we have some examples. The first one, I run to school. I run to school. The second one, I sleep at night. I sleep at night. I smell flowers. I smell flowers. I feel good. I feel good. I play football. I play football. I watch television. I watch television. Run, sleep, smell, feel, play, and watch. These are all the actions within the sentence, or verbs. Run, sleep, smell, feel, play, and watch. So we know verbs now. Let's recap. What are nouns? Well, nouns are words that are the names of people or objects. Objects. These can be singular or plural, many. One or many. For most nouns, if they are plural, you add an extra S at the end. So here we have some examples. Hat, hats. So the singular is hat, H-A-T. The plural is hats, H-A-T-S. Here we have cow, C-O-W. The plural is cows, C-O-W-S. Here we have boy, B-O-Y. And here we have boys, B-O-Y-S, boys. And that's the plural. Car, singular, C-A-R. Cars, plural, C-A-R-S. Here we have book, singular, B-O-O-K. And here we have the plural, books, B-O-O-K-S. So remember, singular, just the noun on its own. If it's plural, it's the noun plus S. Plus S. So how do we spot a gerund? Well, they're very easy to spot, since every gerund is a verb, remember they're verbs, ending with ing. ing. On most verbs, we double the last letter before adding the ing. So, let's have a look at some gerunds. We have read plus ing, reading, R-E-A-D-I-N-G. We have run, the gerund is running, R-U-N-N-I-N-G, running. Here we have fly, the gerund is flying, F-L-Y-I-N-G. Here we have the verb swim, the gerund is swimming, S-W-I-M-M-I-N-G, swimming. Here we have the verb play, the gerund is playing, playing. Note, this has nothing to do with the continuous tense or the perfect continuous tense. It's nothing to do with them. Gerunds are just verbs acting as nouns. So the tense doesn't really apply here. So remember, gerunds are just the verbs acting as nouns. Let's take a look at some examples. So how to use gerunds? You can use gerund as the subject of the sentence, the complement, or the object. And here's how. Let's use the gerund reading. R-E-A-D-I-N-G. Reading helps you learn English. Reading helps you learn English. Here, it is the subject of the sentence. The subject. His favourite hobby is reading. His favourite hobby is reading. Here, reading is the complement of the sentence. The complement. I enjoy reading. I enjoy reading. Reading is the object. In each of the sentences, though, reading acts as a noun. So reading acts as a noun. We can also use them in negative sentences by adding the word not. For example, he enjoys not working. He enjoys not working. The best thing for your health is not smoking. Not smoking. And these are negative. So what are infinitives? Well, infinitives are the to form of the verb. The to form of the verb. For example, the infinitive form of learn is to learn. Again, you can use the infinitive as the subject, the complement, or the object of a sentence. You can use it as the subject, the complement, or the object of a sentence. So let's use it in some examples. Here we have, to learn is important. To learn is important. Here it is the subject of the sentence. The subject of the sentence. The most important thing is to learn. the most important thing is to learn. Here, to learn is the complement of the sentence. The complement. Here, he wants to learn. He wants to learn. To learn, in this sentence, is the object. The object. So to learn is important. The most important thing is to learn. He wants to learn. You can also have negative infinitives. Infinitives can be made negative by adding the word not. So, I decided not to go. I decided not to go. The most important thing is not to give up. Not to give up. So which is the best to use between infinitives and gerunds? Well, both gerunds and infinitives can be used for the subject, the complement of the sentence. However, gerunds usually sound more natural. Infinitives tend to sound a bit more abstract. So, here we have an example. So, here's the gerund. Learning. Learning is important. Learning is important. This sounds normal, so it's better to use this one. To learn is important. To learn is important. You can still use this one, but it doesn't sound as normal as the gerund. To learn is important. So this is okay, but less common. So the best one to use is this one. Learning is important. So, if you're using the word as a subject, it's best to use a gerund rather than an infinitive. So here we have the complement. So the most important thing is learning. The most important thing is learning. The most important thing is to learn. The most important thing is to learn. So again, the gerund sounds more natural. The infinitive can still be used, but it's less common. So it's best to use this one. This one is okay, but less common. It's better to use the gerund. So we've done the complement and the subject. What about the object of the sentence? Well, when you're using both for the object of the sentence, it can be hard to choose between the gerund and an infinitive. It is usually the main verb in the sentence that determines what to use. So remember, the main verb. Look at the main verb. So here we have the verb. Here we have the verb enjoy. So he enjoys swimming. He enjoys swimming. Enjoy requires a gerund, whereas he wants to swim. He wants to swim. Want requires an infinitive. Want requires an infinitive. So it depends on the main verb. And the main verb in this one is enjoy. The main verb in this sentence is want. Great. Thank you very much.